How often do you think about the fine line between international peace and potential conflict? This question becomes all the more relevant when we consider an incident that recently took place over the Taiwan Strait, a stretch of water that runs between mainland China and Taiwan. On December 7, 2023, Chinese military warplanes shadowed a U.S. Navy surveillance aircraft, a P-8A Poseidon spy jet, as it flew over the strait. This action by the Chinese military, according to them, was a response to a provocative move by the U.S. Navy. The Chinese military has publicly criticized the U.S. for this act, with Army Senior Colonel Shi Yi, a spokesperson for the People's Liberation Army, stating that the Chinese PLA Eastern Theater Command had organized warplanes to follow and monitor this trespassing U.S. aircraft according to their laws and regulations. But why, you might wonder, is the Taiwan Strait so significant? It's a part of the South China Sea and has become a hotspot of growing disputes. China claims that this waterway is within its jurisdiction, asserting sovereignty over the strait. On the other hand, the U.S. views the Taiwan Strait as international territory. The U.S. Navy officials announced that their aircraft was traveling through international airspace, and by doing so, they were upholding the navigational rights and freedoms of all nations. The U.S. 7th Fleet, based in Japan, emphasized that such operations demonstrate the United States' commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific, and that the U.S. military flies, sails, and operates anywhere international law allows. This incident is not an isolated event, but part of a pattern of escalating tensions in the region. But why should we care about these distant military maneuvers, you may ask? Well, let's delve into the bigger picture. This isn't the first time Chinese planes have shadowed U.S. aircraft and vessels in the region. In fact, we've seen a pattern of such incidents over the years. Not too long ago, last December to be precise, a Chinese fighter jet came within a hair's breadth, 20 feet to be exact, of a U.S. Air Force jet flying over the South China Sea. The Air Force plane was forced to swerve to avoid a potential collision. Imagine that for a moment. A high-speed dance in the sky, where one wrong move could spell disaster. China's view on these freedom of navigation patrols is rather intriguing to say the least. They see these patrols, which are frequently carried out by the U.S. military in what most see as international waters, as a provocation. That's right, a provocation. In June, China's defense minister justified the decision to sail a warship across the path of an American destroyer and a Canadian frigate that were transiting the Taiwan Strait. This was seen by many as a bold statement, a show of power if you will. Now, let's consider the U.S. perspective. The United States maintains its commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific. The U.S. military stands firm in its belief that it has the right to fly, sail, and operate anywhere international law allows. This recent incident involving the shadowing of the U.S. Navy plane over the Taiwan Strait is a testament to this commitment. The United States isn't backing down, it's asserting its rights, and standing up for the navigational freedoms of all nations. These incidents remind us of the delicate balance of power in the region and the importance of international law in maintaining peace and stability. It's a high-stakes game of chess, with each move carefully calculated and every action sending ripples across the world stage. As we continue to watch these events unfold, we're reminded that despite the distance, these military maneuvers have far-reaching implications that touch us all.